Hey guys, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. This is Goose, and let's get started. We're talking to Alhaitham in a secluded area. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. What is it? I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there's nothing she won't dare to sell. She is guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. That is my condition for further collaboration. Why do you want us to meet with her? Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges. Fine. So, how do we go about doing this? You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise. This is kind of nerve-wracking. The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for more and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good tastes. I'll have a person funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval. But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't even know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly? That's true. Have you two heard of Elemental Sight? I can use it. Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality? They look the same to Paimon. Try inspecting them with Elemental Sight. Ooh. How'd it go? Sorry, Paimon. How'd it go? Did you see anything? The one on the left shines brighter. Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through Elemental Sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using Elemental Sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust. That sounds pretty impressive. Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's a more for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be naught if they catch you. Matra? They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you do want to back out, now's the time. I'll help you find Dory. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wakala Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then. Looking at what Alhaitham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Port Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him. Hello, what are you two looking to buy? We want unripe horror fruits. What a unique palette. We have some unripe power fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you. Following the paper got us past the first round. Ronak, these two want to buy unripe power fruits. Show them to the warehouse. Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumera rose for quite some time. Hold on, let me think. Sumera rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers. Ah, my mistake. I do apologize. Phew, that pop quiz sure was scary. The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mice. Congratulations to you. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy? I forget which one. Dizziness with a side of tinnitus, please? Or is it I prefer something that causes heat stroke? No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to irritation. Ugh. Eating something that causes heat stroke is horrifying. Ah! I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over? He is cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Alhaitham gave us. Okay. Dizziness with a side of tinnitus, please. Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hard food that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision. Would you like your hard fruits to be packaged in the Sumera City or Port Arma style? Port Arma style. Wow, you two are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you. Shoot, it's a Matra. Run! What? The Matra? Where? Alhaitham said we're done if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. You don't know this area, so follow the informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there. Oh, I'll take this. Hey, if you're hiding from the rich-bald tiger, come this way. Another passport! Oh, that voice came from behind the building! Hey, over here! You can stop running now! So you were the ones who were calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here? These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory, and if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself. Oh, very good, thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon thought you'd be a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I want to be. Believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really need, like, criminals. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet by more that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few pieces. No matter how much more they may have, not only will they get caught by the mantra, but they'll also get us into trouble, as decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? That's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny more, then we're all good. Can you show us your products? Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whoa. She's probably in serious trouble with the mantra cutter with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialects of the Hilly Churls. Only 3 people in all of Tevat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 mora. Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Tevat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent well-paying job in nearly any nation. Now this sounds like it'd be useful. 2 million mora, it's yours, no discounts. Whoa, that's a lot of mora. Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart desires. The contents and prices of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom. Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned. I'll take this one. And this one? As well as this one. You've had a really good head on your shoulders and quite the eye for quality. You pick and choose a variety of canned knowledge. I'll take these, please, and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with the taste for both the exquisite and extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100, no, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you too. If you spend just 100,000 more or more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100k and we get a capsule worth a full million. Calm down, Paimon. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge, and so far everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? You just want to see me try it. Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's mora left, so let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora. Excellent, then please select from the fine collection of canned knowledge over here. Oh, God. Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use elemental sight again to check these. Alright, I'll have a look. So, what did you see? They all seem to be equally bright. So they're all worth around the same amount? Well, anyway, the more has already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeria brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques V111. Not sure where we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Whatever makes Paimon happy. Dory, we'll take this one. Alright, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple of days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your more to Dory and doors will open. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Fundock and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll tell us more about what the Academia lost. Mora, shiny Mora. Oh, please come back anytime you need something. We call a fundo. You two made it. From the looks on your faces, you were successful. Well, there's so many people from the Academia here. How did you pick this place as our meetup spot? Well, the Kala Fundock is under the Academia's control, so naturally, the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business. You're a pretty daring guy. Relax, no one here is interested in anything you say. And the Matra won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went. Bring them up to date and give him the canned knowledge. Okay, we did what you asked. So can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now? Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so insistent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course. It's not a secret or anything. We want to meet with the Dendro Archon. Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeria for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break. In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods. Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Oh, or how to find your sister? I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist, and it's right here in Port Ormos. So where exactly? That's what we need to find out next. Your goal is to find it too? Okay. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It's an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within it may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I had to forgo ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amiable to negotiation, such as those from Ain Alhaitham. They adamantly believe that the knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul. So, you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you? Yes. Oh, Mar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Monster's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Once I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information. That avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board, the situation is different. In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is? Yes, you could say that, but this agreement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you, and that suffices compensation. Thank you. Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days. Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it. You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town? Go out to the wilds. Oh no, we've reached the point where I can't level up anymore. Well, this stinks. Let me get to where Alhaitham wants us to be, and then I will probably end the episode there. Sorry, I had dairy and I'm lactose intolerant, and I have a dairy allergy. So I really need to stop, TBH. Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased. Here! Sword fighting techniques be 111. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities. Really? Oh yeah, what a great buy! If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after. While you fight, you can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as disparity in your opponent's abilities, but don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects. Wow, Alhaitham, you must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything. I was curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who need canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the Mantra for this capsule? I'm also curious about this. When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. And this is but one theory. Huh. Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question. Alright, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do. So I actually have a few more accounts, and Kaya is one of my mains in another one. So seeing him again in my party is funny. Alright, I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is using this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power. Ugh, we have to open inventory. As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting one moment, and then in the next, they disappeared into the recesses of my mind. Hey, how are you feeling? I felt something for a moment. You mean that worked? Alright, time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before. Alhaitham is saying nothing about how we're just turning into other characters. That's pretty funny. Hi-ya! It'd be crazy if all of our characters got a buff from this. Where are they? Oh my gosh, I thought they were in the sky. That was weird. Now, I'll start recording data again. Alhaitham, how's it going? Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%. Wait, how much? 0.073%. Ah, Joy's such a jerk. She scammed us. 1 million more? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount. Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Wikala Fundu. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is more for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests. Alright. Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is. Hi, Dory. Here, over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons! What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need, I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of more, there's a way. Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all? Aha, so it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the divine knowledge capsule. Oh, I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was a leader, I would be in big trouble. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I use the camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way no one can dispute it. Name your place. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Ahem. Now that you're paid in full, here's a scoop. The divine knowledge capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Amar. Ain el-Amar? You mean the Eremites who worship King Deseret? Oh, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deseret. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself. Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More for Dory, open stores. When we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is, it turns out it ended up in the hands of Anna El-Omar. Let's head back and talk to Alhaitham. Alhaitham, we got the info you wanted. Really? Alright, let's hear it. It's in the hands of Ain el-Amar. Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look. Oh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. Alright, the person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain el-Amar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the divine knowledge capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand. At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Amar guys, but now it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the divine knowledge capsule. Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. This meet up again in the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. We'll be there. See you then. A few days later, on the day of the meeting with Ain el-Amar. Alhaitham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Ferris Lighthouse. Yep, let's go. Kaya Bridge, Kaya Bridge, Kaya Bridge. Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, no! We're fine. We're gonna be fine. This is so fine. Alhaitham, I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up. It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise, but to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind. Backup? Aren't you the bro from the restaurant the other day? You come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys! Oh, here they come! Good luck, you two!
That's close enough!
I forgot there was a fight.
Where do you think you're going?
Get wrecked. Wreck, bros, double team.
I'll be back.
Easy. 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 Easy money. I think that was an interesting detail, though, that the Eremites have been using. Oh.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
God, I love him. He's so awesome.
World, forget me.
Huh? What did not just happen? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind. Looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule. You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention. Oh yeah, you mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from their Erminsul? I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satu Javada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything that the rumor suggests. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? Or else forget me. What could that possibly mean? That's exactly what I heard before at Erminsul. If the Master took him away, then that means that Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame, we were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Who knows what would have happened to us? As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Programos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end. Well, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali? Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway. Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery. I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two? It's almost the day of the Dissapears festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us some good. You have a point. And we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again. Now how do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce a report the higher-ups require? Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this episode, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!